What's up, guys? It's Girl Honey.
It's your boy Boy, and we're back with another one.
Baby started sleeping right now.
Baby started sleeping, so that's why we don't have that much excitement in our voice. Time is flying. Just the other day, Honey was 9 months pregnant, 8 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant, 6 months pregnant, and today, our baby boy is 5 months old. 5 months have passed.
You went from like a little blueberry to...
He went from a blueberry.
And we woke him up.
He went from a blueberry
To a big, giant Buddha.
to a massive 19-pound baby and growing.
So I weighed him today and he weighs 19 pounds, 6 ounces.
19
So
pounds.
I feel like he's getting like longer and like kind of like thinning out a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
But guys, he is a big boy. So lately we have been struggling slightly.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
We're learning.
yeah, so we have been transitioning Baby Star into his crib, and we are trying to teach him how to self-soothe without like us having to like rock him to sleep or
Give him the soother.
giving him the soother. So first off, we redid his entire schedule. So his schedule has changed. There's a little bit more structure going on. Naps like 3 times a day. We started him on solids. So basically at his nap times, we have now been making him nap in the crib. We started swaddling him again because the first few nights that we had him kind of in the crib, he was losing it. Like me and him were up so many freaking times through the night.
Yeah, it was getting crazy. Like we said before, he uses his hands a lot, so he'll like jitter and his hands will flare out. He'll just shock himself. But when he's swaddled like this, he
feels like he's like secured.
Yeah, like he likes to be held, so like he feels very like comfortable in this position.
Yeah.
And he can't jolt. But then around 3 in the morning, 4, you'll catch him with one arm out like this. His hair is all messy, and then he somehow got his hands on, and then that's when she'll feed him once.
Yeah, so basically, so he'll sleep with his soother, and then he'll like spit it out throughout the night because he's fast asleep, so he doesn't need a soother. And then if he like wakes up just like a tiny bit and realizes that he doesn't have a soother, he starts to cry. So what we want to start doing is maybe just like letting him cry a little bit, maybe letting him
Not
get
what
a little...
we want to start doing, what we are doing.
Yeah, so let him like be a little bit fussy and then hopefully fall back asleep without the soother.
We're trying to let him know that it's okay.
Yes.
When you don't have the soother.
Yes.
Like we're just trying to teach him to be more calm and understand, because sometimes like when you're dead tired and he does wake up, he's just like, where's my soother? He starts turning his head. He's so fussy.
And he's like looking for us, like where's my parents, where's my soother, where's my like comfort.
Exactly, because he's so used to seeing us, and he was so used to being catered and getting comfort right away.
Yeah.
You know, he was in the bassinet right beside the bed. As soon as he would start to cry, rock the bassinet, give him back the soother.
Yeah.
As soon as he would start to cry, give him the nipple. You know what I mean? So now we're doing something completely different. So it is a hard transition for him. So that's why it's taking a lot more time. But he's slowly starting to get it now.
Yeah, so I definitely think that he is slowly starting to get it. Guys, it is a roller coaster because it's like you want to like do right by your child, and as like especially I feel like as a mother, like you don't really want to like see your baby like going through like distress or anything like that. Like obviously you don't either, but he's a little more tough than I am.
Yeah.
So it's like, am I doing the right thing by like letting him just like fuss for 10 minutes straight? Like he's literally losing his freaking marbles, like sweating, everything. It's all a work in progress and we are learning. And if one thing that I can say is if I were to do all this over again, I would definitely get him in his crib sooner rather than later. I probably wouldn't have given him the soother. And I think that
the soother is like literally a comfort thing. And at first we weren't gonna give him the soother, but when you're tired and you're not getting that much sleep, you tend to do the easiest thing to stop what's happening, and that's just like giving him the soother or the boob. You know
and
what
even
I mean?
a couple times, so like you said, I've been feeding him one time throughout the night, which I don't even want to be feeding him at all through the night. But whatever, we're down to one time. And I went into the room at like 4:30 in the morning and I brought him into the bedroom to feed him because I was just so freaking tired. But even that, it's like me, I'm giving in, and it's kind of like it defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do here. So I have to like, I
Stay
still have like,
grounded
you have to stay consistent with these kinds of things. So the schedule that we have now, it's a very consistent schedule. We're doing the same thing over and over again. It's like clockwork. So eventually I
He'll
think
start
that
to get it.
he's gonna start to get it. It kind of seems like he's starting to get it. Like,
yeah, it's tough to be on schedule because it's summertime, so we like to do things as well. And we do live far, so like even if we go to see my mom on a Saturday or whatever it is, when we do get home, it might be later and that might be his natural bedtime, but because we live so far in the commute, it messes up the whole schedule.
Yeah, it's like we have to, like, if we decide that we want to go to the city, it's like a whole day thing.
Yeah.
And he's with us for the whole day. So it's like,
so he's like sleeping in the car, then when it's time to come home now and we're tired, he's kind of up now, and then the schedule is just a whole mess.
I think that, like, yes, for sure there should be structure, but also I just feel like you're gonna break your schedule here and there. Like, that's fine. Like, the baby is like living life, you know? It's whatever. It's not that serious. To me, it's not that serious.
No, it's not that serious.
Honestly, I think, like, for me, this is like the hardest part yet, is like what he's going through right now. Like, it's really, really hard.
I think this part right now is the part where they say you don't get that much sleep sometimes.
Oh, really?
I mean, for some people, it all depends. But, you know, and they're like, oh, are you getting sleep? Like, this would kind of be an example of, yo, I never really got that much sleep yesterday because we're trying something new with our
I
baby.
wonder if we tried this, like, earlier on, if we would be, like, smooth sailing right now, you know? But whatever. It is what it is. We're here now, and we're first-time parents, whatever. But I think that we're on the road to success here, but it's gonna take a while. Like, it's gonna take Baby Star a while to get used to his crib, not having us, and like me just not, you know, catering to him.
It's something that has to happen sooner than later, so that's why it's good that we're tackling it now. And you just don't want your son to be, even though he is a baby, you don't want him to be a big baby. You know what I mean? Everybody has different personalities, but you know what I mean? You don't want him to be extremely attached to you, and as soon as you give him to somebody, he starts crying, or he goes to his grandma's house and we step out for 1 second and he's just having a fit, you know?
Like, as of right now, Baby Star is like good. Like, I can walk out of the room, or he can walk out of the room, and like he's fine. As long as he's being entertained, he's literally fine. So I'm hoping that it doesn't get worse, but we're gonna nip it in the butt before it does get worse, because I do not want my child doing that. I know
that's why we go out and do things, because we want him to be around other people. We want him to be comfortable in other people's arms and not just be comfortable just in our arms. That's why we do try to step out the house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if he goes into other setting, he's gonna be like, where's this place? I feel uncomfortable. I want to go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But we are starting to see his personality so much. And just before, while we're just touching on this, I was asking like a bunch of people advice, this and that. And like my girlfriend actually was just like, honestly, like every baby is different. So our experience isn't going to be like your experience. Like what works for you, works for you. What works for us, works for us. Like, and that's just like bottom line. So, I mean, there's always going to be like bumps in the road, but every baby is different, you know? Like
some people,
your lifestyle is different too.
Yeah, some babies are super, super crying more than how Baby Star is. And then some babies are super mellow and chill and understanding. So it literally all depends.
Yeah.
The feeding, everything's different. It's just like how some females are able to produce breast milk
and some aren't.
Like everything's different, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, guys, so he is growing beautifully. His personality is coming out, guys. He just like laughs. It's just the cutest thing ever.
He's starting to laugh more.
He's up a lot more now.
Yep, he's literally trying to crouch himself up and keep himself from sitting up.
He wants to sit up so bad. There's nothing else he wants to do more than sit up.
Yeah, once he figures out how to sit up, he's gonna be so happy.
Oh man.
So that's a beautiful thing. He's getting into like a lot of things hold his attention. So like he'll look around. Today I was holding him up and he was like looking at the cars moving. You know what I mean?
He looks at like the trucks too outside, like the big work trucks.
Yeah. Or even when you put him in like his PlayStation, you know what I mean? Like he'll like jump and like start moving things and like
Yeah.
grabbing things. You know, he's very strong. He's
so
very strong.
strong.
He's a very strong
When
baby.
we're feeding him, he's like holding. He wants to feed himself, and he like holds the spoon like.
Yeah, and it's just crazy.
just like, where
It's
are you-
crazy because when we feed him now, it's like he doesn't really understand. He's so used to accustomed to holding a bottle and just drinking. So when you give him the spoon, he like kind of has in his mouth and he's like this. But then when you go to scoop him some more, he doesn't realize like you're actually going to give him more. So he
Yeah.
starts to cry.
Yeah, he like yells.
He gets
at us.
frustrated. It's like taking the soother out of his mouth.
So actually, Bull wasn't here when I fed him. I gave him oatmeal this morning, and or baby cereal, whatever it is, and I started going faster with it. Like I was like, "Oh, you want it faster?" And he was fine. So he
Okay.
just wants it like quicker, and I'm just like, "Okay, this is gonna be a freaking mess." But
Yeah, it gets all over his mouth. He's starting or trying to learn how to use his jaw, which is good, like chewing, you know, swallowing.
he's starting to understand it. I gave him avocado. He did not like that.
Yeah, it wasn't tasting too good.
Yeah, what else is up with Baby Star? He's just like really, I feel like he's like really happy for the most part. And then when he starts to get tired, he's really fussy. And then when he doesn't get his way, obviously he's fussy, but we're gonna stand our ground.
Yeah,
we're gonna stand our ground.
it out. We're gonna figure it out. There's a thin line, you know what I mean? At the same time, he's only 5 months, so it's like
Yeah.
there's going to be little things that he doesn't like and are gonna be tough for us, and it's us as parents to find a way that works for
Yeah,
us.
just adding this in here. But last night he would last few nights actually, he was sleeping, soother would fall out, and then he would cry for the soother back once he like kind of woke up, you know? And the first 3 times I went, and then on the last time, we didn't go.
And he fell
We
asleep,
just let him
right?
cry and he just fell asleep. So
Yeah.
that was like kind of to me, I was like, okay, he's gonna cry for 10 minutes, and like in the end, it's all gonna be worth it, you know what I mean? For him to be able to like self-soothe and just like be calm and like enjoy his time in his crib, you know?
So that's basically it. Next month, he's gonna start swimming lessons.
Yeah, he
Major.
starts July 5th.
Yeah. So he's starting swimming lessons. That's gonna be wonderful. His grandma has a pool in the back, so I think even just from bathing him and bringing him into the pool before,
Yeah.
he's very comfortable with the water. So it should be fun.
Oh,
It's gonna be a good.
did I tell you
experience.
that I like sprayed water? I accidentally put water in his face with his like cup thing, and he spit the water out. Like that was his reflex to like spit the water out. Like when spit it out. Did I tell you that?
No.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh shit. I thought he was gonna start choking, but he spit it out. I was like, wow. It's crazy like how just like as they get older, like there are different like reflexes and stuff that they have. Like they just know, they're so smart.
Yeah, his brain's developing at a rapid pace.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically it. Baby Star is 5 months. We'll be back with another one next month and let you guys know how it's going. By that point, he should be a pro in his crib. You know what I mean? But if it's not going that way, you guys will see another video of us talking about it. Once again, this is just our experience with our baby boy, but it is such a beautiful blessing. He's growing and we are thankful to be his parents, and we're thankful that we have him as our son. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below. Let us know if you have any pointers or tips, and we'll be back with another one. Peace and love.